The Cry of the Icemark, written by Stuart Hill in 2005, is a young adult fantasy novel that draws comparisons to the popular series Game of Thrones. It revolves around Thirrin freer strong-in-arm Lindenshield, a 13-year-old heiress to the throne of Icemark, navigating the challenges of her kingdom's turbulent history as she comes of age. The book serves as the first installment in the Icemark Chronicles series. Fox 2000 acquired the rights to adapt the novel into a film, though production has not yet commenced. In the opening chapters, we find Thirrin in the woods, accompanied by a weary soldier acting as her guide. Despite the soldier's fatigue, Thirrin's determination drives her to continue their hunt. She becomes fixated on what she believes to be werewolf tracks, even though werewolves have been forbidden in Icemark for years. Her goal is to capture and interrogate one of these creatures. Their pursuit eventually leads them face to face with the animal, resulting in an intense battle. The encounter leaves Thirrin questioning whether werewolves possess sentience and decision-making capabilities. Defeated, the werewolf retreats, leaving Thirrin with newfound curiosity. Upon their return to Icemark's capital, Frostmaris, they are welcomed by a procession of villagers. Thirrin is uncomfortable with the attention but proceeds to report the sighting to the grounds patrol. Frustratingly, she is denied the opportunity to lead the search for the elusive creature. Thirrin continues her daily lessons, though her mind is consumed by daydreams. Later that evening, she attends a banquet, where she must maintain a facade of competence despite her exhaustion. She recognizes the importance of reassuring the people of Icemark that she is a capable heiress to the throne. As news of the werewolf's presence spreads, the king recognizes the need for increased vigilance throughout the kingdom. At the conclusion of the banquet, soldiers escort the captive werewolf into the hall. In an unexpected turn of events, Thirrin is granted the authority to determine the creature's fate. Surprising everyone, she chooses to release it, harboring the belief that this decision may forge an alliance with the enigmatic being in the future. The werewolf acknowledges her choice before departing. The following morning, as Thirrin and her guard embark on a ride, they fall victim to a bear attack that leaves one of her men injured. They encounter a 15-year-old boy named Oscan, who leads them to the safety of a cave. Oscan, a skilled healer, mends the wounded man's arm and later prepares breakfast. He reveals his status as the orphaned son of a powerful witch. Thirrin and her guard depart the cave, leaving the injured man under Oscan's care. Thirrin reluctantly resumes her dreaded school lessons, where her tutor expresses concerns about her academic performance and her future as a ruler. The lesson is interrupted when someone whisks Thirrin away for weapons practice, occupying the remainder of her day. Unbeknownst to the people of Icemark, a formidable group of soldiers from the Polypontian Empire is approaching. This empire, which wields considerable power and seeks to conquer Icemark, remains a hidden threat. Upon learning of the approaching enemy forces, King Redrot mobilizes his entire army to defend their homeland. Tragically, the king loses his life in the ensuing battle, leaving the fate of Icemark in Thirrin's hands. Fortunately, due to her earlier act of compassion toward the werewolf, Thirrin gains the support of these mysterious creatures. However, she is keenly aware that her kingdom requires additional assistance. Thirrin, along with Oscan, embarks on a mission to persuade the reluctant vampire king and queen to join the fight against the Polypontian Empire. Convincing them proves challenging, given vampires' deep-seated animosity toward humans. Nevertheless, the vampires understand the dire threat posed by the Empire and the potential destruction of their kind, prompting them to consider Thirrin's plea for alliance. With unanimous consent, the vampires pledge their alliance to Icemark. King Grishmak, the formidable leader of the werewolves, further advises Thirrin and Oscan to journey to the hub of the world in a bid to enlist the formidable snow leopards, renowned for their strength and combat prowess. The snow leopards, recognizing the dire threat posed by the Polypontian Empire, align themselves with Thirrin's cause, reinforcing the ranks of their burgeoning coalition. As the battle commences, Thirrin's forces find themselves temporarily lacking the presence of both werewolves and snow leopards, as the gathering of their respective peoples requires time. Nevertheless, Thirrin's army demonstrates remarkable resilience and skill in the face of overwhelming odds. The mere presence of their diverse allies strikes fear into the heart of Scipio Bellorum, the Empire's leader, who challenges Thirrin to a one-on-one duel. In a tense confrontation, Thirrin narrowly escapes Bellorum, severing the leader's hand in the process. Balorum's troops rush to his aid, prompting Thirrin's army to intervene in a show of solidarity. The Empire's soldiers escort their wounded leader away to prepare for the final phase of the battle. In the interim, the werewolves and vampires arrive on the battlefield, rejuvenating the resolve and vigor of the allied forces. The ensuing clash results in a resounding victory for Thirrin's army, decimating the majority of the Empire's troops. However, Balaram manages to evade capture, setting the stage for the next thrilling installment in the series. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.